What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Shabazz.
Matty Baps.
We're the BaptisteBros. What is going on? Hope you guys have a good day. Quick shout out to me. Fuck out of here for being a psychic. Y'all, before we get to all the prediction crap, bro. Yesterday I said a couple of things. I said that Justin Fields should be traded to Atlanta, and it's looking like everyone now. That's the popular theory going around. Like, especially if they lose tomorrow, which in my opinion they will lose tomorrow. Sorry, Corbett. Like 0-5, hey, trade Justin Fields, tank for Caleb and Marvin Harrison Jr. We started. Hey, do that. So I'm 1-for-1 with that. And then I said T Higgins is gonna get traded, and the Bengals should tank for Marvin Harrison. And that's literally a report is out like, oh, because the Panthers want a number one receiver. Oh, they got the cap space. They need a wide receiver one. T McGee, shout out to Matt. He can get traded to Carolina, be the number one for Bryce Young. They have the cap space. They can pay him in the offseason. And then they can go on a straight tank, the Bengals, and try to get Marvin Harrison or none of the top flight receiver that's coming out of the draft. Because this is a good, like, I don't watch college football like that, but I pay attention to certain things. The quarterback class is amazing, but the running back class is dope. Blake Corum, Estime, and I think some kid from Kentucky. And then you got the wide receivers with obviously Marvin Harrison Jr. highlighting the bunch. Did you get it?
I think so. I hope so.
I hope so. But anyway, before that there's two things. Like, shout out to me. Shout out to Tom. He didn't come into work today, but I know you're watching. I hope you're watching. Feel better, my brother. And shout out to you, Natural, because you know you're a teacher, and teachers don't get a lot of respect, get a lot of love. But for me, shout out to you and Sherelle.
That means a lot. Word. We'll be back. Week 4.
Brother, 5, brother.
I know. I was about to. Let me cook. Week 4 is come and gone. We recapped it. If you want to hear our thoughts about week 4, watch the video that's before this one. Hopefully, but watch this video first. And you're like, hey, why did they come up with some great takes for week 5? Because we watch all the games. We talk about all the games every Tuesday. Be there, 8:30. But we at week 5. We here. A quarter of the season's done. We're on to quarter 2. And let's see if, hey, this team started off great. Can they stay consistent? Your biggest thing, looking for consistency? Or is it just they good for the first 4 weeks, but the team start figuring you out? Let's talk about we're going to talk about every single games. We got 4 teams on buys. So it's instead of having 16 games to talk about, there's 14 games to talk about. So a little bit of a quicker show. Who knows? But you guys know, regardless, though, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hey, let's get right. And
vindication.
I love that clip.
That's the best clip we've added to the shit. So, but tomorrow night we got Bears at Commanders. Eric Bieniemy in this offense is coming off a great. Granted, there's no more victories in football, but you gotta give them credit because they show like they can compete, and they did that to Philly's defense. Granted, we've been saying the secondary has been ass, but the Bears have no defense. So I expect Ryan Robinson to get touches, Terry McLaurin, Sam Howell might run in for one. I'm not gonna bet that though, but I got the Commanders winning and being above 500.
What's the definition of insanity, bro?
Doing the same thing, expecting a different result.
I'm insane. I know, bro.
You live Bears country, so you kind of got it right with them.
Bro, I don't know why. I have noticed Justin Fields and that offense can score on this defense for the Commanders, but they don't have an offensive line, so Chase Young is expected to have a big game. I think solely because that everyone is talking about tank for Caleb, tank for everybody, trade Justin Jefferson, and all that stuff. So, breakfast with the Bills. All right, we'll talk about that game next, Tom. Word. At the end of the day, I think because they know that the inevitability of if we lose any more games in an embarrassing fashion, that it's basically GG's. I think that they're gonna let Justin Fields cook. I think it's gonna. Well, I don't know what the over under is. I'm betting the over. I'm hammering the over. I don't think it's. I think this game is gonna go like 35-31. And Justin Fields built upon his best game with another great game as well. And again, there's no real confidence on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm about like a 3, only because they gotta win sometime. They gotta win.
They gotta win.
If not now, I say that a lot here on the BaptisteBros. If not now, then when? But this is literally the definition of if not now, then when.
Fair. Oh, he disappeared on us.
Well, I'm still here. I had to fix myself, so I didn't want to let people like, oh, what's he doing?
All right, so I guess I'll go first until you fix yourself. Cool.
No, I'm still here. You just can't see me. Give me a
second. We want to see your handsome face, my brother. There you go. All right. Jags and Bills in London, you know what I'm saying? 9:30, you know what I'm saying? Get a little McGriddle vibe from McDonald's, little early morning brunch if you want. If that's your vibe, go crazy. 9:30 in the morning, you know what I'm saying?
Breakfast with the Bills.
Breakfast with the Bills. Shout out to Tom. Hope you're feeling better, brother. Who winning this matchup, huh?
Fool me once. Shame on me. Fool me, you can't get fooled again.
Well, what's the fool you once?
Buffalo. I don't believe in Buffalo, bro. I don't. Yeah, you beat down the Dolphins. There's regression to the mean, right? The Dolphins were expected to lose at some point. Big matchup. They lose on the road. Okay, cool. That's fine. At the end of the day, though, it's like, damn. I just don't believe that Buffalo. Again, traveling to London, like everyone was hyped for this game in terms of like if it was in Buffalo or in Jacksonville. Jacksonville's already been in London. They've already been there. Their defense is solid. Josh Allen, I'm not predicting him to have a bad game, but I just think that the defense for the Bills can get got. They can be not as bad as the Eagles defense. Of course, the Bills have only allowed like probably 4 touchdowns all year. Like, they turn the ball over, get turnovers. They do. It's just I don't trust Josh Allen. It's his first time in London.
The inferior Josh Allen.
This is Josh Allen versus Josh Allen. And the last time they faced the Bills, Josh Allen was supposed to destroy the Jags, and they kept it close because the defense is feisty. And the inferior Josh Allen became the inferior Josh Allen, and the superior Josh Allen plays for Jacksonville.
We're talking about Josh Allen too much.
Point is, I think the Jags, they take care of home, but on the road, they take care of the second home and get the dub.
All right, so before I make my pick, I talked to Tom yesterday, literally about not the game, but about the Bills. Right, I told him that Colin Cowherd says that they're the Mike Tyson. They like to knock people out and blow them out, but when they get snip and tuck and you need everything matters, that's when they fold. Right, that's why I told Tom. Right, I told him also that they're front runners. Everything is they like to blow V8 when everything is good, like Bills Mafia, the fan base and the players as well. But as soon as the shit hits the fan, that's when the tower of cards start falling down. Right? You know, that's what I told him, right? It's not gonna happen. Like, obviously Dallas is like the most nauseating fan base or whatever, right? And shout out to Ayana, co-worker at my job too. She's a huge Cowboys fan. Her and her husband. But shout out to them. But we're talking about the Cowboys later. In terms of the Bills, they're on that same path, but just not as obnoxious because they're more wholesome. But I'm going with the Bills because I don't think their downfall is yet. I think the blip happened week 1. Josh Allen's playing like the inferior. Josh Allen's playing like an MVP candidate. He continues that. He might have not the best game, but he's gonna lead the team to win. The Jags offense, they struggled against Atlanta. I think the Bills defense is better than Atlanta's defense. Granted, I know they've been there for a week already. Like they're acclimated to the weather, the climate, whatever, the environment. But at the end of the day, they still gotta play the same game. So if they don't get some remnants of offense in there with Calvin Ridley, Christian Kirk, and Travis Etienne, then it might be a blowout in London. So that's why I think. That's what I think. All right. So then we start the Sunday slate, 1 p.m. slate with the Texans at the Falcons. Falcons coming back from a awkward. I appreciate that plane ride was awkward as hell because Desmond Ridder is not it, and we keep saying it. And at this point, I'm fading Desmond Ridder every single game until he's benched for Taylor Heineke or Justin Fields is traded to Atlanta, which I foresee happening sooner rather than later. They'll give me the Texans. And I am slowly growing as a Texan supporter. Like they're young all over the field. They got the mix of veterans at certain spots and the youth of like receivers and the quarterback and that. But like I'm rocking with them, man. I'm rocking with them. D'Amico Ryan's got them boys playing physical because Mike Tomlin said they out physicaled us. You out physical the Steelers, that's saying something. So I think D'Amico Ryan's is a hell of a coach, and he's playing on for the brothers out there. And I think that he gets this team right. They go on a 2-game winning streak and be above 500 for the first time in forever. So shout out to the Texans, man. And CJ Stroud continues to be on his rookie of the year trajectory. Fuck Atlanta.
I'm gonna keep it short. Hey. 1, 2 picks. 1, fuck Atlanta.
Fact.
2, I'm gonna keep playing the clip because so far my takes have been fire, bro. What I said about Desmond Ridder, he's ass. Falcons are only gonna go so far until they trade him or cut him.
Vindication,
bro. He's ass. Until you say you're fading them, I've already been fading the Falcons. I was like, they have a better roster than the Panthers, and so I picked them week 1 in Survivor. Other than that, I literally picked them to lose every single time, and they took a 15-point comeback in the fourth quarter to beat the Packers. Then they get destroyed by the Lions. Then they get basically destroyed by the Jags. It was close. The score is closer than it actually was if you watch the game. I think the Texans are. I'm not saying for real. They frisky as hell. They gon' do some things. Word.
3-game winning streak because they smoked the Jags and they smoked the Steelers. 3-game win streak. Let's go Texans, man. Let's go Texans, man.
Word. Next, we got a game that, just gonna throw this out there. It's my survivor. It's my survivor. I'm gonna make it. It's my survivor pick, y'all. I'm going with the Lions. Lions is my survivor. God freaking damn it. Anyway, going with the Lions. The Lions they're off of 10 days rest. 1. 2, they have a defensive line that's gonna abuse the hell out of Bryce Young. They have solid corners, not great, but solid. And more importantly, and I think this is gonna be a thing that people, you've mentioned it, they getting Jameson Williams back. So they have another weapon on top of all the other weapons in the Sun God and Marvin Jones and Josh Reynolds and Jahmyr Gibbs. The defense of the Panthers is going to be stretched out and to the point where they can't guard everybody. And Jared Goff is way better at home than he is on the road. So all those compiling reasons give me the Lions. So it's not going to be a close game.
It is not. It's going to be bad. real quick first quarter. They might fuck around and started like 24-3 in the first half. Like that's like the Lions' offensive power. And so shout out to this is not even a shout out. It's more of a Greg Jennings take because on the Nick Wright tiers he had the Lions and the tier below the Ravens, and then which obviously I agree with because I'm a Ravens fan. I think we should number one, but I'm realistic at the same time. Greg Jennings said you should switch them. Just wait. Just wait, because if y'all lose to the Panthers,
no, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
No, no, because you said that shit to my Ravens when you paid the Colts. I'm saying that shit to y'all when y'all playing.
Hey, this is for money. This is for how many bands we know?
35. All right, but okay. Throw that out. But we play y'all in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Lions fans. We play y'all at home, our crib, in a couple weeks. So just letting y'all know, Greg Jennings, you're on watch. You're on the watch. I'm not gonna forget what you said. So feel me? If we put the pause on your Lions, I don't want to hear shit else. But we'll get to that in a couple weeks. But let's go Lions. I think you guys dominate. Titans, Colts. No, we can. Titans, Colts. Damn.
I'm going with the Colts.
Yo, bro. Yo. And I love Anthony Richardson. King Henry though is the king for a reason, but besides that, like he can't do much. But Anthony Richardson got cojones, my brother. He got it. He was down 23-0, stormed back, forced overtime. They lost in overtime, but he was
didn't get the ball. Offense didn't get the ball.
He didn't get the ball, so he was rolling. And I think that at the end of the day, that the team is fighting with him. They're competitive every single game. And again, the defense of the Titans is, especially the front end, is scary. But Anthony Richardson isn't scared to throw it. So they can get thrown on, but they can't be run on. So Anthony Richardson might have to focus on his arm this game and less on his legs. We're going to see. I'm going with the Titans. I said Titans. Going with the Colts. Because besides Derrick Henry, there's not much offensively. The offense is very offensive. So it's very bad.
Here's my thing. So I love Anthony Richardson as well. My thing though is Titans are Jekyll and Hyde. Like there's a clear distinction when they're on the road versus they're at home. Most teams are like this where they play better at home, but like this team right here is weird. Like they play so bad on the road. Now, granted, they play the Saints defense on the road. They play the Browns defense on the road. When you don't have and they can stop Derrick Henry, that's all like this. There's not much that you can really do. Then they play the Chargers at home, which they upset, and they play the Bengals at home, which they upset. So it's kind of like who are you playing when you play them? The Colts are again another feisty team that they're 2-2. They easily could be 3-1. They easily also could be 1-3. So the Colts are figuring out who they are, who they want to be, behind a great dynamic quarterback, and who knows what his future is gonna hold. But for right now, if cards on the table, I'll take Anthony Richardson over Ryan Tannehill. And I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but that's them's the breaks, at least in my opinion. Giants, Dolphins, bro. Well, the Dolphins got punched in the mouth. They are going to I think they're gonna maybe run off the score. Daniel Jones sacked 11 times against Seattle, bro. 11 times. Their offensive line can't protect Daniel Jones for nothing. Can't for nothing. He's not even Danny Dimes, Danny Crimes, Danny Nichols. He's just Daniel Jones. They can't protect him. Saquon, high ankle sprain, probably shouldn't play this game. I think they have a bye week next week or something like that. Maybe. I don't know. Point is, it's gonna be bad in Miami. Yep, pack them boys up.
On a short week for them because they play Monday. I think if it, I'm not obviously we got the Dolphins winning, but but as an agent of chaos, if the Giants go to Miami and beat the Dolphins, bro, because I think next week they got the Bills at Buffalo for Sunday Night Football. I think that's the Sunday Night Football game.
I can
They're gonna
double
get
check.
waxed by the Bills. They're gonna get waxed by the Bills because it's at Buffalo. But if they could go, if two, all I need, I don't give a fuck about the
Yeah,
game,
Sunday Night Football next week.
bro. I just need Tua, Waddle, and Hill to go ape shit crazy. That's all I honestly need. If y'all lose to the Giants, y'all not winning the Super Bowl. Y'all not winning the Super Bowl, and that's a fact. Y'all got slapped in the mouth last week by y'all squished the fish. Shout out to Tom, squished the fish. If y'all lose to the Giants, bro, tough titties. I'll be quick. Saints, Patriots. Let's go Saints. Mac Jones not it. Christian Gonzalez, the stud rookie, out for the season, torn labrum. So that means secondary. If Derek Carr or Jameis can actually throw the rock, yeah, they have the offensive line. So your defense, we'll just call that a blip that they allow 26 points. Goes back to the under 20 vibe. We might get a defensive touchdown. And let's go Saints. And I'm going to escape myself because I want you to talk your shit, gang.
I don't really got much to say. I feel like a coach. That's like I feel like I'm a teacher. I say all the stuff, and then the students don't learn. The students don't try, and I'm like, "Whoa, I already taught you." Penalties, turnovers. Stop settling for 3. We do that, we take care of business. Stop having great drives, stall, and then all of a sudden it's 3rd and 3, and you're sitting everybody in a goal pattern. There's literally no point for that. Offensive play calling, Pete Carmichael needs to get better, needs to be fired potentially, but we're not going. I don't want another man to get fired, but hey, we have another inept offensive showing again. We're gonna have to answer some questions. The Saints have not scored offensively 20 points in 10 straight games. The defense, first time in like 12 games, allowed 20 points. We gotta get better so that our defense doesn't carry the ball, carry us all the time. It's a luxury to have, but it should not be a necessity. It's a luxury to have a defense that's gonna lock down the other team. It's a luxury, but you can't count on that every single week. Here's the bright side: we play Mac Jones. With bum ass Ezekiel Elliott, a solid Ramondre Stevenson, but no offensive line that can block for him. Cam Jordan, I need you to lock the fuck in. Brian Breesy is our first round pick who's been balling, actually. So I can't even give him shit. Carl Granderson got paid. He's been balling for us recently. Corners, they're not really going to throw the ball. So Lattimore, lock up Juju or whoever you line up against, like Kendrick Bourne. But their defense, they lost Judon. They lost Gonzalez. They had to trade for J.C. Jackson, who got benched, who's proven to be overrated as hell as a cornerback. He's a first-team All-Pro, but ass. Just take care of business. Run the ball effectively with Kamara. Who's guarding him? Nobody. Stop doing little dump offs and having him cook. Give him angle routes. Get him Texas routes. Get him in space. Let him cook in the middle of the field. Like with Thomas, continue to be the great possession receiver you are. 5 catches, 6 catches. Olave, listen to me. I have you in fantasy, but I also love you. You can't have 1 catch for 9 yards. You can't. Now that's Derek Carr. Another week getting healthier. Can't be so bad. You're playing a Bill Belichick-like team that likes to take away your best weapon. Luckily for us, we have weapons everywhere. 3 things. Three things, and this goes for every team that you. If you're watching for the first time, you're like, "Hey, how can my team get better?" You limit the mistakes with penalties. You don't turn the ball over, give your opponent short fields, and you don't settle for three. You do those three things, your team will have a great chance to win, and the Saints have a great chance to win. Last time we was in New England, we smoked the Patriots. We had a pick six, a couple fumbles. Mac Jones looked bad like he normally did. The Saints took care of business on the road in New England the last time we played them. Let's do the same thing again this Sunday. Shabazz, now it's your turn. I'm going to be brief. Ravens Steelers. Kenny Pickett saying he's trying to play. I think that's a bad decision. Again, it is AFC North. I say this: AFC North games, throw records out the way. You have Roquan Smith saying he's not a Raven until he beats the Steelers. Like, you got people like, this rivalry is deep. This rivalry is like, you're not a Raven, you're not a Steeler until you face the Raven other team. Like, yeah, Ravens have a chance to do something you haven't done in a while and sweep. Like, the first time you play your opponents, like your road opponents. You went on the road against the Bengals, right? Road against the Bengals, road against the Browns, road against the Steelers. Go 3-0 in the division, all on the road. We like that. I like the Ravens. Talk your shit.
Yo. Yo. It's still this week, y'all. Still this week. I wish I had my jersey, but I ain't gonna get that. You already know. I got the chain though. I got the chain though. Yo. It's still this week. At this point, we already know what it is. I play 2K with my older brother Mel. He's a Steelers fan. He listens to the show. Believe it or not, he actually listens, because when I be on my rants about the Bengals or the Browns or Baker Mayfield, he asked me, like, why am I so angry about this? Like, yo, like, it's just you gotta know, right? For the Steelers, historically, since we've been in the same division, it's been nothing but smoke. If you're new to football, just look up AFC North highlights and get just a why we're so aggressive. We are the Black Air Force of NFL. When it comes to playing each other, we are the Black Air Forces. Like, it just goes from Air Forces to Tims. Like, it just aggression is just debauchery. It's just a whole lot of clusterfucks. Like, it's just insane. I'm praying for everybody's health and safety. No one gets severely injured, because every time we do, someone gets hurt. It never fails. Nat, you said it. You're not a Raven until you play the Steelers. So even if you win or lose, you got to get that. The most physical game you're ever going to get is playing the Steelers. Mike Tomlin don't like us. John Harbaugh doesn't like them. So it's coaching-wise, both teams are going to be on edge. Steelers got messed up against the Texans. They got out physical. That's the word going around. They got out muscle. They got out everything. They're going to take that and try to imply that on us. But we're winning, and I'm going to tell you why. Our run game with Lamar, Gus, Justice Hill, whoever we got, is going to eat, because the Steelers cannot stop the run. If they cannot stop the run, it's going to have TJ Watt looking like a all night, because he's not going to know what's the vibes. He's not going to know what's going on. So that's one way to neutralize him. Ronnie Stanley's practicing. He's probably going to play again. Lindenbaum is back. Marlon Humphrey is practicing. OBJ is practicing. Bateman's practicing. Hey, our players are coming back at the right time. They can wait a little bit. If we lose, I'm not mad, because it's the Steelers. That's the one team Lamar Jackson has not figured out yet. He owns the Browns. He owns the Bengals, but he does not own the Steelers. The Steelers, I think, since Lamar's been in the team. I think he only played them like 3 times, so he's like 1-3 or 1-2 or whatever. But it's still a losing record. Patrick Queen is 1-5 against the Steelers. Like, it's hard to win. It's hard to win. I think they swept us last year or the year before because they kept trying to go for 2. That's why. Like, that was the year we always was going freaking for 2 points and shit. Like 2 and 3. Lamar is 2 and 3 against the Steelers. Like, it's above 5. That's below 500. We got to get that to 500, and then when we're at home, above 500. But it's all right. It's still this week. We know what it is. Go Ravens. Ravens flock. It's always going to be a 1-score game. Always. More after not, it's going to be a 3-score game. Like, not 3-score, but like 3 points. That's the range. So 1 to 3, we're going to win or blow them out. There's no in between. Kenny Pickett is going to get killed out there because he should not be playing on a bruised knee. Limit your mobility, which you already have limited already. Fire Matt Canada. If you're a Steelers fan, you want that. Mr. Burner account himself, Kevin Durant, Matt Canada. Let's go Ravens. Fuck the Steelers. And let's get right.
Great soliloquy. But just to hammer home, look, before we move on to the 4 o'clock slate, Lamar Jackson 7-2 against the Bengals, 7-3 against the Browns, 2-3 against the Steelers. That's crazy. It's like every other team, boom. But the true rivals, you can't get beat. Go 500, take care of business. Bengals at Cardinals. You just talked about Kenny Pickett shouldn't be playing. Joe Burrow should not be playing. Joe Burrow should not be playing. He's faking it. He's saying he's the first time he's 100% healthy. Upset alert.
Indeed.
I like what the Cardinals got going on, man. I really do. Cardinals, they're playing tough. They won. The Giants suck. So the fact that they lost to the Giants, one, I'm grateful for my survivor pick purposes. But I'm like, bro, like the Cardinals are not the worst team in the league. And I'm pleasantly surprised to say that. I thought they would be. I thought they would be in the tank for Caleb sweepstakes. Josh Dobbs is balling, man.
Yeah, man.
And that's T. Higgins, T. McGee, bruised ribs or broken rib or whatever. He's not going to play. You have a battle.
He might get that flap jacket on to restrict his movement, but he might play.
I don't think it's going to make a difference. If Joe Burrow comes, if Joe Burrow's not going to have time to throw the ball, it doesn't matter. And he won't. Cardinals, man, they run the ball well, so even then they'll take advantage of a suspect defense in the Bengals. They'll keep Joe Burrow off the field and have him press and have him like trying to make plays happen. The Cardinals can run the ball. James Conner's like second in the league in rushing. Like, give me the Cardinals in an upset.
Upset alert! Let's go Cardinals! Y'all already know if you're in the AFC North, I'm rooting against you for the most part. For the most part, like I'm not jacking y'all this year, especially. So my shout out to the Cardinals because my strategy for freaking Survivor before I got kicked out was fade the Cardinals every single week because I thought they were gonna be the worst team. So I do owe you guys an apology, Cardinals and Cardinals fans alike. You guys are actually playing hard and winning, like being competitive in every game. You've been in every game. Now, the session last week, you were close, and then you guys got the doors blown off y'all by San Francisco and Christian McCaffrey. Like, that's pretty much it. But before that, I think you guys get back on track. You're at home. You're going to have the crowd fans, the fan base with you. And you guys got to catch the dub, man. Because I love chaos. Bengals go 1-4. It's crazy. Yep. It's crazy. Trade T. McGee, tank for freaking Marvin Harrison or any stud wide receiver, like I mentioned earlier, and you Gucci. Gucci gang. That's it, man.
That's it, man. Thanks.
That's it, man.
All right.
Yeah, Eagles and Rams. Yo, Cooper Kupp practicing.
Cooper Kupp
practicing. I don't care. He's practicing, so that's a good sign for them, right? Eagles are not winning this game. Upset alert. Let's go, Twin. Upset alert. bro, Puka Nakua is gonna go crazy. He's gonna go crazy. Kyron Williams, Domer, he's gonna go crazy. Matthew Stafford is just the definition of like the not the salty spittoon. Like he's always getting hurt, but he's playing through injuries, playing through pain. He's a dog. He got that dog in him. And like I think Aaron Donald was like top 5 in QB pressures. So it's like he's gonna create havoc for Jalen Hurts, and it could either even be it's either a Rams upset or an Eagles blowout. Like Eagles gonna like run them off the crib, like off the field, type shit. Literally run them off the field with Devontae Swift. I said Devontae. Hey, is it Devontae?
DeAndre Swift.
Devontae Smith, DeAndre Swift, and slow Batman AJ Brown. So for me, like, yeah. So that's the my mindset of it. Like, let's go Rams, cause I love chaos. And teams need to lose sooner than later. They should have lost last week. They escaped with a win. I think they lose this week.
Yeah, I agree. I think I've been saying it for weeks now that I said the Eagles. Now look at me. That the Eagles defense is suspect. I've been saying that for weeks now. And people are like, now people are starting to talk about that defense. I'm like, bro, I'm him. I'm here talking about this shit, bro.
Play the clip.
Like, huh?
Play the clip.
Play the clip.
Vindication.
Bro, play the clip every time, bro. It says I talk my shit because I know my shit, bro. Eagles defense is not good. They let Sam Howell look like freaking Patrick Mahomes out there, man. All in all, man, this game is gonna be ugly because the Rams can't block anybody. So that Georgia defensive line that basically is gonna be the Philly Bulldogs is gonna take over. Jalen Carter is gonna be a man. But I just think that Matthew Stafford is going to make more plays than Jalen Hurts at the very end. And that's weird to say.
Hey, before we move on, I'm low-key disappointed in Jalen Hurts. Like great. He knowing him was like, oh, the main thing is winning. Like, humble guy, good guy. He's a brother, so I'm with you. He's not like a Russell Wilson brother. He's a brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with him, right? But like, this was you outplayed Mahomes in the Super Bowl. You're supposed to parlay that with like, yo, I'm trying to be an MVP.
And
you just got paid. You were one of the like top 3 preseason MVPs, but you're not playing like it. He's not playing well at all. And granted, you guys are winning, so I'm pretty sure you don't care about that. AJ Brown said in the press conference, like, yo, like, we're not playing the best football right now, which is probably a scary thing, and probably so, because if you're playing your best football, you're peaking in September. Nah, you want to peak in December and going into playoffs in January. That's what you want to peak at. So it's concerning, but they'll get it right. But coordinators matter. We keep saying this, like, coordinators matter. They lost both their offensive and defensive coordinators. And they're actually doing pretty good jobs, more like out of nowhere, Cardinals and Colts respectively. Like Shane Steichen and Gannon, like they're doing well. So it's like obviously it's gonna take some time for both sides of the ball. But for right now, they don't got the bodies on the back end to cover motherfuckers. So it's like it's hard, it's difficult. So they get it together because one ugly loss, one bad loss, and a lot of things could snowball because you're still on the Super Bowl hangover watch list. Because just because you're doing well now doesn't mean you're going to be doing well the whole season. It's only a quarter of the way through. You still got a lot of football.
Absolutely. Speaking of a lot of football, man, the Broncos got a much-needed win against Chicago. As Shabazz is going to say this, it's fade Russell Wilson. It's fade the Denver Broncos, smoking the hacky-packy kind of thing. That was all last year. But I said this on Tuesday, man. The Jets look good. The Jets look good against the Chiefs. I'm not predicting them to go to the playoffs and be a Super Bowl threat. I'm not. But what I am gonna say is Zach Wilson played the best game of his career. He's matured in front of our eyes. His press conference was so much like 2 years ago. He was like, "Oh, I didn't play bad. My defense let up." Da, 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 da. And then last Sunday, he was like, "Yeah, that's on me. I messed up. It's all like he took accountability. He's grown up, man. He's growing up before our eyes." And I think the Broncos defense is so trash, and the Jets defense is so good that no, despite Zach Wilson still being like, as Chris Broussard said, worthy of another shot. He earned another shot. I think he doubles down and does another breakout performance and upset the Broncos, even though it's only a 1.5-point favorites.
I'm going with the Jets because it's a Nat Hackett game. Like
Mm-hmm.
Sean Payton was talking hot shit
He was
about
talking.
the thing. He was talking crazy. Like, oh, he left. Like the previous regime left this in a horrible state, type shit. Bro, the Jets is about to play hard for one of their coaches, man. They got it's personal. And where's the problem? It's personal. Sean Payton didn't have to do that. And now, hindsight being 2020, you're in the same record as those sorry Jets with that sorry OC that they was for. Well, that was a former head coach. You have the same record. So something's got to give. Something's got to give. If not now, then win for y'all. Y'all won by the skin of your teeth. You shouldn't have fucking lost to the Bears last week. Yo, let's go Jets because it's personal. Zach Wilson looks like he turned the page. The big thing we're here on BaptisteBros is consistency. We got to see it again. Make the same throws, make the same reads. Patrick Surtain is not a slouch now. He is a top corner. It's not looking like it because the teams is dropping 70 points, 28, high scoring games, whatever. But he's still good. So Gary Wilson, show out. Alan Lazard, show out. And Conklin's nice now. And then, but Brees Hall, he's getting the full workload this week. Saw the notification on my phone. Sleeper app. Shout out to Sleeper. Not sponsored though. Something like that. They cooking. They about to start cooking with Brees Hall now. So I mean, it's about to be scary hours, man. Let's go Broncos. I said Broncos. Hot. Let's go Jets.
Team that Zach Wilson looked good against Kansas City against 4 p.m. Kirk Cousins.
Game of the week.
What you saying, bro?
Bro. Let's go Vikings. Upset alert. Why? Because Justin Jefferson. That's why. Why? Because Madison stopped fumbling the rock. Why? Because Kirko Chains is like top 5 in passing yards. Why? Because I think the Taylor Swift hype is Travis Kelce even said it, like it's getting too much right now. So they're not focused, they're not locked in. It's fake a short week because they played Sunday night, but not really though. The offense is still looking offensive. And I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. And at the end of the day, you got the best receiver in the goddamn league, Justin Jefferson. He's gonna cook the Chiefs, and the Vikings are gonna be 2 games in a row victorious. Let's go Vikings.
Let's go Vikings. Okay, well I'm going with the Chiefs. Look, here's the bottom line. Here's the bottom line. I'm trying to find the actual stats, but do you know who probably leads the league in turnovers?
Kirk Cousins.
No, actually, it's the Raiders' offense. Raiders' offensive, whoever plays quarterback. Raiders have 7 picks, but Kirk Cousins has 4 of them things. 4 of them things. One was a pick 6. Another one was a bad pick against the Panthers. Solid defense. I know people are gonna probably buy low on the Chiefs because they made Zach Wilson look good. But at the end of the day, it's Kansas City. It's Patrick Mahomes. And you think he's going to have 2 bad games in a row? I don't think so. This is like the first really big game that the Vikings have had since Thursday night against the freaking Eagles. And they can't stop shooting themselves in the foot. They keep turning the ball over. They keep fumbling the ball. Again, Kirk Cousins was not good this past week. They won because you mentioned it. Justin Jefferson, the best receiver in the league, he showed up and had to basically put the team on his back. But Kirk Cousins, whatever you want to call him, he's not it. If you're gonna have me pick a guy, my jersey's all the way over there. Mahomes versus Kirk Cousins, 4 p.m. Kirk Cousins at that. Give me the Chiefs. Simple as that. Now, Sunday Night Football on NBC. Cowboys at the Niners is must-see TV. I'm going with the Niners, man. As much as I love chaos and would love an upset because of freaking standings and stuff, and I picked the Niners to be second place in the division, even though I have them going deep in the playoffs, regardless. I think the Niners. Christian McCaffrey is a bad man. He's a bad white boy. That's a bad white boy right there. If you know, you know. Shout out to Gerald McCoy. Just that offense, bro. The fact that Deebo Samuel is like an afterthought is insane. I don't trust Dak Prescott in a big national game. I don't trust that offensive line against this defense for the Niners. And although the Niners can potentially get ran on, Tony Pollard, I'm not saying he's been a bum, but he has left a lot to be desired. He hasn't had his big impact game. Now, game plan wise, you go up 40-0 against the Giants, 20-0. You don't really have to really do anything crazy. You go up a lot against the Jets. Again, don't have to do anything crazy. It's similar to the Mike Tyson effect with the Josh Allen Bills. But when the game got close and it got tight, who made the mistake? Dak Prescott in the red zone. I don't think Brock Purdy is going to make those mistakes. And I'm not saying he's better than Dak Prescott. I'm not saying that. But as you slowly become a fan and supporter of the Texans, I'm slowly becoming a supporter of Brock Purdy. I just think he's got something. He's got moxie. He's got something. He's got something. You don't know what it is, but they keep winning with him. Oh, you go to the Niners too? Oh,
So you said everything, right? The two elements that you're missing. Cowboys are soft. Cowboys are soft. I don't care. They front running ass team. Arizona ran the ball down their throats, and that's exactly what's gonna happen with the 49ers. That's one element. Second element. Red zone gets you beat. The Cowboys are trash in the red zone. They're trash. They can score touchdowns from the 30-yard line or whatever like that. But when they get first and goal, second and goal, you're at the 10 and you need to score, no. They settle for 3 way too much. That's going to get you beat versus a team like the 49ers who can take with Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, McCaffrey, whatever. They could take a simple route and go to the house with it. They all got homer headers there. Brock Purdy is not making mistakes. And Micah Parsons, low key, I'm not saying he's overrated, but he's definitely overhyped. He's over talked about. He's we get it. He's nice. He's awesome. But when they're saying defensive player of the year, he's not playing like it. No, he's not. He's not. It's easy to do that when your team holistically is scoring touchdowns on the defensive end. And you're up 30-0 and you need to pass, and you're obviously in passing situations. But when a team like that, 49ers, can run it down your throats or pass it down your throats and overwhelm you, unless you have the best game of your career, it's hard to win. Nicholas John Bosa is still not 100%. I think he's better than Michael Parsons. I think Myles Garrett is better than Michael Parsons. I think TJ Watt is better than Michael Parsons. So, like, that's already 3 folks better than you. So, like, bro, you're awesome. You're a good dude. Don't get me wrong. But it's not even your fault. It's the media's fault. And the fact that you have a podcast doesn't help either. Because you're acting like Draymond Green. Like, that's, like, you're the NFL version of Draymond Green. Because every Monday, every time you have the game, you have to talk about what happened. And it doesn't do it for me. When you retire, do that. Be on sports talk radio, whatever. But right now, I think you should focus on the playing aspect. That's me, though. I'm not saying shut up and play. No, I'm not saying that at all. But I think you should get your priorities straight. That's pretty much it.
So, wait, are you not a fan of the Kelsey Brothers podcast?
They don't talk about the game, though. They talk about they literally talk about other shit. Some aspects is the game, but they've been doing that shit for like a year or so right now. Michael Parsons just started this season. Like, I feel like it gotta, like, because as soon as he's not playing well, the mood's gonna change. And I'm like, bro, I don't know. Kelsey's Hall of Famer. Kelsey is borderline Hall of Famer. They already established guys already.
Probably is all.
He'll probably make it. He's a good guy. He'll probably make it. But, Packers, Raiders, I'll be short and sweet. Even if Jimmy G plays, I don't give a fuck. I'm going with the Packers. Why? Selfish reason. I have Jordan Love on my fantasy team because Justin Herbert's out. So I needed a quarterback. Jordan Love's my quarterback. I think him and Christian Watson get for like at least 2 touchdowns. And we Gucci. Because the Raiders can't stop nobody. So for me, we good.
Packers.
Huh?
Neither can the Packers.
Nah.
Go with the Raiders, bro. I'm going with the Raiders. But I'm not confident. Not confident at all. But yeah, now it's time for the best segment in all of YouTube, and in my opinion. Wow, you just forgot.
I definitely forgot about the lock in.
I push the Baz on the lock in list. Word.
Oh shit.
All right. So as you guys know, if you don't know, get familiar. We each give 3 people or units or teams or whatever, people that need to lock the freak in before we tweak out because they've been slacking. And it's part motivation, like the Bud list. It's part indictment. It's part everything. They just got to lock in before we go crazy. My number 1 pick, Saints offense.
I knew you was going to do it. I was thinking it. I didn't want to say it, though, because I knew you was already going to put it.
Again, you're going against a Patriots defense that's depleted with injuries. We got to be able to score points. Offense got to get out of their own way. And like I said before, don't turn the ball over, don't commit dumb penalties, and don't settle for 3. You're going to have a happy Saints fan on this side.
I'm going with the Jets offense. Not in terms of, like, y'all need to get better, but y'all need to, for me, like, there's a lot on the line for this one. This is your season, literally. Like, you can't go 1-4 and expect to make the playoffs. So your push to 500 starts today. That's today, Sunday.
Lions defense would be number 2 for me. This is last year they had a chance to make the playoffs, but they lost to the Panthers in Carolina, like week 17 or week 16, and then that kind of like ruined their playoff chances because they needed a lot of things to happen. You're 3-1 for the first time in like ever. You finally have expectations of being one of the best teams in the NFC, if not the NFL. Defense wins championships, and you're going against a bad offensive line. Take advantage of the bad offensive line against Bryce Young.
Right. Second contender is the I just had it. Oh, fuck. Hold on. I just had it. Oh, there. Jordan Love. Yeah, Jordan Love. Yeah. Jordan Love, he played bad last week. He threw 2 picks. Like prime time is a standalone. You have another standalone. Like, yo, like you gotta get right.
And my last one is gonna be the Chiefs offense, man.
For sure. For
They
sure.
seem, I'm going with teams that I'm already picking to win. So it's kind of like I'm picking the Chiefs to win, but like they've been dominant against the Bears, but everyone's dominant against the Bears. Other than that, it's kind of like a still figuring out who they are, who they want to be type beat. So yeah, I think that the Chiefs offense got to lock in.
Last is the Dolphins defense. They gotta make a statement. They gotta make well. Like Dolphins as a whole, but more so the defense. I feel like they let they let the Bills just do whatever they wanted, and that's not how you want to go out. So you're at home, you're motivated because you got slapped in the mouth. Like, what are you gonna do about
Right.
it? What are you gonna do about it? You got a perfect dying, falling away with the Giants. Like, you gotta finish them off, type shit. Ruin their playoff chances and whatever, which is slim to none anyway. But when we take that sword, swing, slice that giant, man. Slice that.
All right, cool. All right, now as we set up the other best segment in all sports again, my pick for Survivor is the Lions. Hey, it's week 5. We have 500 people left, so hopefully we lock in. But again, best segment in sports is the spread predictions. Now again, we just two guys who think we know ball. If you lose, don't blame us. But when you win, bless us with a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, little $5 donation here and there. We take Venmo, we take Zelle, take Cash App, all that good stuff. But gamble responsibly, of course. Now, you can always try to put everything we say in a parlay. You can also just,
Pick and choose some.
pick and choose some. And yeah, without further ado, rapid fire. Let's go. Bears, Thursday Night Football at Washington. Bears are underdogs by 6. Commanders favored by 6. I'm going with the Bears to cover. Well, Bears to win, but Bears cover.
I go with Commanders money line. I just think they just win the game outright. It could either be a blowout or just last second field goal vibe because I do think Justin Fields bounced back as well. He has another good game, but Commanders money line.
Fair enough. Jags in London against Buffalo. Shout out to Tom. Breakfast with the Bills. But unfortunately, breakfast is going to be a little bit spoiled. I got Jacksonville to cover 5.5 because of Josh Allen's mishaps.
I go with Bills. They like three straight games. They've blown people out. I think that strength continues, and the Jags offense is offensive.
Fair enough. We got Ravens at Steelers. Hey, it's AFC North. It's smash mouth football. It could be a blowout or a close game, but I think the Ravens win by more than 4 points.
Oh, thanks. You know what? Thanks for that vote of confidence, Natural. I rock with you, man. That's why I rock. That's why I rock with you, man. All right, 4-1 loaded in. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. Next, we got Saints at Patriots. I already talked about it. Saints got to lock the freak in. Saints are actually favored right now by 1 point.
Yeah. And also, before we move on, these are by Wednesday at like 8:20 p.m. So, like, if the line change, if you're watching, let's say you watch this on like Friday night or Saturday or Sunday morning, it might shift. It might be Patriots -1 or 2, whatever, or Saints -3, whatever happens. So, like, take this in consideration when you're making your bets as well. You can also do alternate lines. You can do alternate lines. You can change it to these as well. So, from you can't do that.
Big facts. Next, we got Texans at the Falcons. Falcons coming back from London, so it's a long trip back. They're at home again, but the Texans look good. They got something brewing. They're definitely frisky as hell. We're giving the Texans to win, but also to cover.
Indeed. I disagree. Let's go Texans.
Word. Colts hosting Titans. Colts are underdogs by 1.5. I think that's bad. That's a bad line by Vegas, man. I think the Colts actually win outright, but of course, I ain't soft, so I'm betting with the line.
Ditto.
Ditto. Panthers going to Detroit. Lines are 10-point favorites. Lions win by more than 10.
So I'm going with just the money line. no, we're not doing that.
Dolphins, though. Dolphins are favored by 10.5 in Miami. This game can go one of two ways. It can go in a way of like Giants, they look slow, they can't do anything, and it's a rout, or Brian Daboll gets some boys right. Either way, I think the Dolphins pull away at the very end. Definitely a teaser category, which I already made my teaser, so it's gonna
Oh
throw it
yeah,
out.
you gotta put us on.
6 point teaser with all of these. So teasing everything down 6 points.
Okay,
So
okay,
yeah. Word.
okay.
All right, next we got Rams hosting the Eagles. Rams are 4.5 point dogs.
At the Rams. Rams winning. Rams winning. Upset. So,
Rams
you
upset.
know what
Word.
else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna like all the underdogs I have. I'm gonna put them in like the money line, just straight money line for like $1, and see what happens. I'm gonna see what happens.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna do a mix. With the favorites I got, but underdog because they pay out more, so I gotta see the vibe. You know what I'm saying?
See the vibes indeed. Bengals at Cardinals. Cardinals are hosting a rollful offensive line led by Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow acting real cold right now. Give me the Cardinals +3. Another upset.
Cardinals gotta cap the league with this. They
I think
gotta
you can have upsets for the entire 4 o'clock window.
pretty much, except for you got the Chiefs, but I got the Vikings.
I said you, not me.
Oh yeah, facts for sure. Hell yeah,
Jets at Broncos.
Jets
Yeah,
winning. They
Zach
gotta lock in.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I said
Let's
it
go
week one.
Jets.
Hold on. Think about it. I said it week 1, and they won. I'm saying it now. Jets. Yeah.
Shout out to Moosey. Shout out to Jason. Word.
Shout out to Word. Shout out to the Jets fans in New York. Chiefs at Vikings. We already know Renell's going with the Vikings. I'm going with the Chiefs. You say upset. Nah. F that. Chiefs are going to take care of business, bro. Word.
Fair enough.
Cowboys at Niners. Niners are favored by 3.5. Give me the Niners. I don't trust Dak Prescott, big dog. It's crazy. I trust Brock Purdy more than Dak Prescott. That's a damn shame.
But it's like if he shows out, are you gonna? Is that
Dak
like
Prescott?
no Brock Purdy? Are you gonna like? Is that like you gonna give him his flowers?
Oh yeah, I've been slowly giving him his flowers over time. But if he shows out against this Cowboys defense, I'm gonna be like, yo, I gotta tip the cap. I don't have a cap with me there, man, but there'll be a nice tip of the cap. And last but not least, Monday Night Football, Packers at the Raiders. I got the Raiders to win. Shabazz has the Packers to win.
That's right.
That's the show, ladies and gentlemen. But of course, I'll leave you with this. We always try to make it happen. But here's the parlay that I'm going to put a lot of money in so far. You're feeling me. Ravens, Saints, Notre Dame, and
Colorado.
And the Jets.
Colorado, what happened? No?
Colorado plays who?
Does it matter?
It does matter.
I think they're favored, right? I don't know. Let's see.
It matters. Let me see what they got. Let me put on my FanDuel real quick. Hold on. NCAA first. Oh, they already get games on. Okay.
They play ASU.
Arizona's. Oh yeah. Give me Colorado too. Yeah.
Colorado, Notre Dame. Where you at? Notre Dame, NFL. We got the Ravens, Saints, and Jets. Jets? Fuck it, Jets. Wait. Plus 1262.
All money lines. Where the money resides.
10 cash wins you guys $126.26. So wait. Dollar get you 12. So then that's your vibe. That's your vibe. Wait.
10 cash on it. Where?
Oh shit.
Colorado, Ravens, Saints, Notre Dame, and the New York Football Jets.
I gotta do that on Friday when I get paid. But word, I got that. Word.
Confirmed here, ladies and gentlemen. If you can kill it, yes, you can see
Yo,
it.
send it to the group chat, son.
Send it to the chat right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna screenshot it. Word. So people, if they want to change it, they want to change it. But yeah. Anyway, that's for later on. That's all I got, ladies and gentlemen. That's the ship. That's the Baptiste Bros. Baptiste Bros Week 5 prediction and analysis show. Hopefully, we continue to become vindicated. AKA shout out to Captain Holt and Brooklyn 99. Great show, by the way.
Hilarious. You know,
Hilarious show, by the way. But I'm Natty Baps,
Shabazz TV.
and we'll leave you with this. Till Tuesday, 8:30. Be there or be there. And always strive for
Then